Here we go.
Meanwhile, Gerard, back to you. Again, like
Poor
I said,
guy.
Sam,
He's playing against a
you
guy who
and
doesn't
Archer have been
speak.
traveling.
Yeah.
You have no idea how long it's been. Your idea of time has left you, and one of the things that you notice, between you and Archer, you guys have been able to fend off a number of demons, a number of spirits in the Fade.
So this actually takes place
while
before
Archer,
the Mass
one day,
Effect
after
crossover?
you and
No,
Archer
this is after
finished,
Mass Effect.
particularly trying battle.
Much, much further after Mass Effect.
notice
So why doesn't he have his cybernetic tongue yet?
His bow
It's after Mass Effect.
very familiar. It is
Okay,
exact
during the
same
Mass Effect
bow
campaign is when he got the tongue.
back
Mhm.
That happened before the Dragon Age campaign, which is happening now.
Okay.
Okay, there's Dragon Age Season 1,
Yeah.
then the Mass Effect campaign. The Mass Effect campaign is when Archer got the tongue implant. Now we're into Dragon Age Season 2.
Okay.
So it's the next part of the event.
Okay.
That's why he has the robotic tongue.
I said, why doesn't he have the robotic tongue
He
yet?
does have it.
He doesn't speak.
Tell
It's explained.
Archer, I wonder if I know that
Okay.
bow.
Sorry.
Archer
Well, again, you have to remember, he's been without a tongue for so many years.
seeming very
Suddenly having the gift of speech is a little taxing to use when you're more used to doing signing.
Okay.
with the puzzle.
So to him, it's just quicker to do that.
So
Okay.
when I was a kid, I was in Denerim, and another merchant, a guy named Arlen,
Oh, yeah, my dad.
had a bow,
Because we're all linked.
at least very close to that.
Although I do love someone in the comments who went, so Archer is a half-elf.
And
Does that mean he's related to
I wanted to
Robos?
try it.
I'm like,
Did not
unless Hark has something he wants to tell me, no? Do you have something you want to tell me, Hark?
When you say the word Arlen, he nods. And then he looks at the bow and he looks at you and then he offers it to you
Aw.
as if to let you, like, hold on to it. At least for now.
Yes, you get a weapon upgrade.
Gerard will say, I don't want to deprive you of it, but I very much appreciate it. At least give it a shot.
He will nod as if urging you to at least take it for now.
Aw.
And then after that, he looks around, snaps his fingers, and then he points in a direction. And you can see about 120 feet away, you can see that there is, I guess, a bizarre structure in the Fade where it's like a loop, a small hoop. And he's like points at the hoop as if trying to encourage you to fire an arrow through that loop.
I will make an attempt. Just a normal attempt.
Roll an attack roll.
Actually, a little curious since we're in the Fade and in the Fade thought becomes reality. You could do some really cool stuff.
So 20.
So wouldn't even the most standard of bow suddenly become
Okay.
super awesome?
Gerard, you take aim, and
Don't
again,
know if that's the
bow
way it
feels,
works.
again,
The Fate is weird.
very comfortable.
True. Because,
Even
yeah,
though-
Sarah dawns on me as she would have way too much imagination.
You get a
Yeah,
very
All of my arrows have tits all of a sudden. It's great.
idea of how you aim.
Yeah.
Where to go through.
No, watch. Every time I shoot, look where it hits.
Arrow, it sails through the sky. Not only does it go through the
I
hoop,
love
but
you.
It ricochets off,
And I love you.
off, I guess, a pillar on the other side.
They all look like
ricochets off
giant
the next
spiders.
pillar,
They don't look like
ricochets off
anything to
another
me.
pillar, and then go through the hoop.
I don't see spiders.
Second time, so it goes through the hoop twice. And with that, Archer kind of
Aw.
claps.
The
Thumbs up.
ricochets were luck on that one.
No, you're just skilled.
He then nods and says, Gerard.
Ah, okay, he can't speak.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, yay. Second of all, Gerard will look surprised and be like, wait, I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but how did you say that?
He sighs. I had help. He speaks very slowly.
I
You like saying that.
I have
I see.
Yeah.
getting
I love that.
used.
I see is a great way of saying, no, I don't.
It's faster to speak the way I
And there
did
goes Elastic Coffee.
before.
Aw.
I understand.
See? It's explained.
hmm
Or at least I can see where that could be, where you're coming from, how that could be possible. Or the speaking slowly.
I normally don't speak lest I have something important to say.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
Drive will listen expectantly for a couple of seconds, but if he doesn't say anything more, then kind of back down at the bow and say, "This feels very good. I can see why you use this bow."
He nods, and then he holds out his hand as if to, take it back.
Gerard will hand it back.
He will give you a smile, and then he will reach into his quiver, and then he takes out like a set of a dozen arrows, and he hands it to you. These arrows are enchanted, by the way, that you will notice. They're enchanted
Yeah,
in such
they
a
got
way-
more toys.
4 of them
Hark's
are enchanted with
picture
fire,
never
4
goes
of them
full
with
screen,
ice,
does it?
and then
Very rarely.
4 of them with electricity.
But does make sense if he's the DM. The focus should be on the players.
Yeah.
Like letting you, I don't want to say have these, but at least use them for a while.
He will nod.
I appreciate that. I don't know if you have another one. Do you want my bow back? Okay.
Aw.
It's an honor. Thank you very much.
Jared's too nice.
With that, he will turn towards the direction that you guys are traveling, and he will continue on.
Did he
That's
play
what he
Gerard
was
in
gonna say.
the...
Rebuilding Dunham, yeah.
I don't think so. But
Okay.
we'll walk on.
You will continue walking, and again, you don't know how much time has passed, but at some point, Archer will stop in his tracks and then raise up his hand. And then he looks in your direction, and he kind of does that, like towards in front of you. And you can see in the distance there appears to be a green hole rift-looking thing.
Yes! Come join us in the main plot! It's great!
And then,
Wow.
just as you are watching
It's
this,
the main plot!
this humanoid figures. It looks like a girl in furs. You see her jumping through this hole, this rift hole.
Yes. Follow the girl in furs. Good things will come from girls in furs.
Provost approves.
Have I seen the red?
Granted, she was not the girl in fur in this question, but...
I
She
would
is
say-
a girl in
I think you know what
furs.
it looks like.
Yes, true. And leather.
Kind of looks like
She does like leather.
it brought me in here. Maybe it will take us out of here.
Yeah. He will nod in agreement.
Let's go.
With that, you and Archer will make...
Leather is just shaved furs.
It's a little bit of time for you guys to read.
I love you.
Sorry, I couldn't let go of that joke in my head.
Between
Nor should you.
When the hole starts to shift a bit. So there are things in the fades keep changing.
I'm
It's almost
sorry,
like the
our
fade
humor is a
itself
little bit
trying to prevent
eccentric.
you from reaching
Yeah.
the hole. And you end up having to go from platform onto platform.
But if you're on my channel, you
Roll
probably
in
know this
athletics
already.
check, Because the
Yes!
floor beneath
Be
you starts to
Dexy!
open
Be a
up.
rogue!
Now you have to make a jump.
It's a dexterity.
Dexterity.
13.
13. All right. You make a jump. You slip a little bit, and you barely reach the other side. And then you have to now. The floor in front of you starts to rise up a little bit, and then it then dips straight down. So now you're gonna have to make a climb check to climb your way up to the path. Roll a
I
strength.
have a focus on that. So
Good.
Yay!
12. All right. You managed to.
You went
make
through
your
a
way
bad
up.
roll streak.
Archer will hold out his hand to lift you up onto the platform. He keeps jumping from one platform to another, trying to get to getting through the shifting floors beneath you. Make
Then
one
again, I don't
more,
know what that sheet looked like if he was
dexterity
Dexy in this verse or he was just communications.
18.
roll. Okay. You manage to make it over to a platform. Archer, however, while he's in mid-jump, these spectral demon-looking things seem to come out of nowhere and attack and grabs a hold of him. Archer kind of starts to fall.
The
down,
fangirls!
grabs a
They
bow
will
and
scream!
arrow. He grabs his bow and arrow and then he fires a shot straight towards your direction.
So Archer had more than one bow?
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh boy, 9. Sorry, Archer.
All right. The
fangirls know whose blood to pay for, don't worry.
A rope tied behind it. So he's trying to fire a roped arrow in your direction. You try to catch it, and it whizzes past you. It lands on the floor, and then the end of the rope starts to move towards the edge.
I'm guessing he just fails at everything
Roll
here.
another dexterity roll.
You'll see.
please.
15.
Okay.
That's better.
This is the point where Archer could have died, but you grab a hold of the rope. Now you hold on to the end of the rope. Archer's down. He pulls out his dagger and he's trying to attack the spectral demons. What do you do now that you've got the end of the rope with the arrow?
So is it still pulling down? I suppose.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, okay.
hanging by a rope right now.
Tie it around your waist.
Is there any kind of like big rock or something I can tie the rope to on my platform?
You're trying to look around to see if there's a something that you could tie this rope around. Roll a magic roll for me, please, and plus add 3 to it, please. Magic roll.
And here's where things go a little weird.
15. You're looking around frantically to see if there's anything that you could tie this rope to, and then you look at a specific spot, and all of a sudden the floor starts to rise up slightly, and it forms a shape that you believe you would be able to tie
Because
a rope
fade.
around.
Ah.
I'm assuming.
All right, I will.
That or else the DM is
Roll
just,
strength
we
roll.
need to save Archer. One of the two, or both.
Might, yes.
16.
16. Okay, so you with your might you pull the rope upwards and try to drag the rope over to the structure to tie the rope around. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check to tie the rope.
13.
13. All right. You try to quickly tie the rope, but unfortunately, while you're tying it, between the rope constantly shaking because Archer's trying to fight off these spectrals, 13's not quite enough. So the arrow slips out of your hand, and the rope goes over the edge, and Archer starts to fall. What do you do?
So there's no more rope on my platform.
Nope. It's out of your hands now. He starts to fall into the abyss. What do you do?
Go be awesome. Go save
I
him.
probably don't have a rope. I don't have a rope, like.
Not enough. You're not fast, yes.
Yeah. Can I? So I had this magic roll that I made a platform appear
Do you
somehow.
want to roll a magic roll again?
I will try and make a
Roll a magic
something for-
roll. Add 5, please.
Okay.
Is it 5
and I'm
plus
trying to
because they're in the fade, or?
grab onto
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
18.
There we go. That's much better, Ev.
You are horrified as you see Archer falling into the abyss, but then you feel the ground start to shake, and then this platform rises up underneath Archer, and it rises up in front of you, Archer manages to kick a spectral off
So
of it.
what did he
He
actually
stabs
do?
another spectral and it dissolves.
You'll see.
And you realize, Gerard, that you've heard stories during your travels that while you're in the Fade, you have the ability. Some people have the ability to just think something to be true.
And explanation.
Just think something, and then it just happens. Sort of like what you just did.
So you're a quasi-mage here.
Yeah, but what did he try? What was it he tried?
Trying to
He's
save Archer from
huffing
dropping and
He's
dying.
on the platform and he's huffing.
Yeah,
and
but
puffing.
what was he actually? What
But
did
he's
he
very
actually
white,
try to
as
do?
if he was sure he was about to die.
He made He made a
He made a
magic.
platform appear.
Never mind. We'll just rehash this
Roll
until
another magic roll. Add 3.
the stupidity of my question becomes obvious.
14.
Sorry.
14.
Not your fault.
Okay, 14. The platform goes down towards you, right in front of you, and Archer steps over, and he has a very confused look on his face, and then he points to you, and then he points to the platform. And he points
Yeah,
to
that's
you.
a good reaction to have, actually.
He sort of like goes,
Maybe a little WTF as well. Just mouth it, you don't have to say it.
I am not entirely sure what either. I just kind of wanted there to be a platform there, and there was.
The Fate is weird.
Like I've heard
Yeah.
stories about
We're building
that.
Denrim. Magic is weird.
But if you ask me how I did it, or I don't know, and maybe I didn't even do it, but
During mid-sentence, Archer like grabs your shoulders, and then he turns you around, and he points.
Yeah, you guys
Get
should go.
Get
Keep
out
going.
of the Fade.
I turn it.
Follow the girl in furs.
He will
Only good things can come.
nod to you, and he makes his way towards the ramp.
I mean, the main plot.
All right. You will follow after him, and you will go through, and you start to
And
feel
Ev's
really
head
nauseous
is
and sick.
Smoking
But
green
eventually you will
smoke.
pop
Yeah.
out, and right
It
at
does
the
that,
end
you know.
of that conversation that we had with Robas and Kenna, you see 2 other people jump out of the rift.
More people to heal!
You see Gerard and Archer.
God, how many more? Those won't take
Oh. Hey.
Are you gonna vomit?
I know that one. He said,
Maybe the reason
"Extra
your
health."
corset thing is falling off is because
Archer's like
you keep
kind of
trying to
looking a
pull
little
stuff out from
confused.
behind your head.
He's trying to shake it off, and then he's
Well, or else would you put a two-handed sword? It's a little too big to have at the hip.
About the same, where they'll say, "Well, hopefully no throwing up." Hair.
I'm a healer.
Take a shot!
I'm gonna come over, do a little, make sure you're okay.
roll a
23 touch.
23
Yeah,
stop.
I was already rolling, don't tell me. I know.
Before you get to that,
I play healers.
Gerard, roll a Constitution, please, so we can see if you throw up. Constitution
13.
13. All right.
And something weird happens.
You roll a magic roll. Add 3, please.
Magic vomit? I'm sorry, I missed it. Did they come through the Fade?
They came from the Fade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you get?
17.
17. Okay. Gerard, you're about to throw up to regurgitate something, and then you start to lurch, and then some of the vomit comes up, but then as soon as it comes out, like it ends up disappearing.
Weird.
I know, right?
It didn't disappear.
It didn't! And it should have!
Logical as you people.
Priorities.
You clearly saw him throwing up, but then somehow the vomit just disappears. Do we have a mage? You should be careful. Mages these days, they tend to turn into abominations
Yeah.
around these parts.
A little thing like everyone's magic is amplified,
Gerard
which
looks
makes
very
them more
confused
perceptible
about
to
it.
demons taking them over.
I'm no mage.
Are you sure about that, Ev? I mean, I'm just saying, in Rebuilding Denerim, Robos wasn't supposed to be a mage, but didn't stop Mark.
If you're not a mage, then what are you?
Exactly.
He's a hero. Gerard!
Yeah, someone's Kenna's actually happy to see.
Aw.
Jared will take a second for recognition, but then
They know each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenna,
It was in the backstory, remember?
turn to hug.
When we had the flashback episodes.
What are you doing in the face?
And a bear.
You
Okay. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
We should point this out, this is being shot over a week.
Yeah.
So we're not marathoning
It's
this.
awful, isn't it?
Yeah. They saved her life.
Better.
Yeah.
And her
I'm
bears.
still a little crazy from it, to be honest. And this is
Strength in numbers. And bear.
Yeah.
Best line.
Who are you pointing at?
To Archer.
Oh, Archer.
Because I rolled really low on back in the beginning when we first.
Archer says, Archer.
Archer.
Living from the Tempest Street.
Rovos knows this name.
Oh, neat.
Oh.
Have you seen the ship?
Not recently, no.
And there's boyfriend
I
again.
need to find my crew.
Understandable.
That feels like. Cersei, you. Didn't she mention something about the Tempest Dream?
Yes, I haven't seen it in weeks.
Well, when was the last time you saw it?
Weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Was when it was,
Keep up, Kenna, come on.
I think New Denram. Around the time that the big explosion thing happened in Navarra.
And I am walking back and forth,
Archer
apparently.
nods,
Yeah.
as if verifying that.
I actually did notice it till we put it up on the TV, so.
We went to find out what happened, but ran into trouble in the Fade bubble.
Yeah, flying ship through a fade bubble.
That rhymes.
Probably not a good idea.
Cersei said,
Priorities.
Trouble in the bubble.
And Ravos says, you're all crazy. Command, when can I leave? Command is shut up or stay. God damn it, Command.
Do you have any idea what happened?
He shakes.
Again, I like to pretend this is what's going on. That's why she has not
Where was
left.
the last location before you disappeared.
Navarra.
Right. Okay.
Where are we now?
She looks broke down.
I know. She, again, I will applaud how much of a trooper she was doing
Yeah.
this as sick as she was for 5 hours.
Yeah.
We only took one break during the entire session.
Yeah.
I know.
I was doing New Denham.
Yeah, you were. And now you're in
Roll
the
a
free
magical
marches. That's a bit
attack,
off.
please.
That's a long way to go.
You can see how sick she is, and she still does a really good job role-playing this.
Yeah.
You said New Denram, and all of a sudden, the entire area around you starts to like turn into a blank. It's almost like pretend that the background is like a painting, and then it turns blank. It wipes clean white.
And I have so
And then
many
all of a
questions
sudden,
about this.
The painting
And we
starts
didn't really get a lot of
to
resolution on
find
it.
yourself
It's a
right
very
outside
cool
of
thing
it.
to introduce.
What happened?
Are we queasy again?
Did they teleport?
Whoa.
You'll see.
Are we actually at, like, does it,
What the
do
heck?
we think we're actually at New Denham, or does it just paint like we're seeing it?
You're not sure. You don't know. You're not sure. Okay.
Gerard, did you?
You sure you're not a mage?
That is a good question now.
I'm beginning to wonder that.
10 minutes ago, I was sure.
Aw, Gerard got hit with the mage stick. Now you know my pain. Only you didn't have your leveling affected by it.
Journal and start looking through some notes.
Unless Hark told you some stuff ahead of time, which I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe he
yes.
did.
Okay, studies. I think I know what's happening here. You, sir. Yes. So, they say that you can make things happen in the Fade just by thinking, yes?
That did happen a couple of times, yes.
And since the world is sort of merging with the Fade, you seem to have a gift of being able to control things around you, bend reality itself.
Which you think would be more useful than it turned out to be.
Don't think of any giant marshmallow people.
I roll.
Some people.
I don't want to play Pop Culture the RPG, Sam. Stop it.
Particularly attuned to the Fade.
I am assuming that that's out of character.
I don't think.
Again, I don't want to play Pop Culture the RPG.
Well,
I'm here for Dragon Age, darn it.
I don't think I am either.
Evan, you're a mage, accept it.
Again,
Give the
turn
poor
right
sick
again
girl a
and
break.
you're back to where you
Never.
were, without even knowing if you actually were in New Denerim or if it looked like you were
Oh,
in New Denerim.
should have made a run for it. It could have been in
Of
Denerim.
course.
We could have warned Maximilian. I'm just saying.
It took some time for Arlen to find a way to go down.
Although poor Arlen would have been so confused of,
But there
where
is
did
this
my daughter go?
horseback that is
It looks
alive.
like she fought here. Where
I
is
don't
she?
think I've ever recognized this elf, but I would say that you recognize this elf as the same one who gave you the bow way back when. And Archer seems to have recognized him as well.
My dad's known.
Well-
Everything all right here? Arlen asks.
Coincidence
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
Well, my ride's here. Bye!
You weren't kidding when you said that there were several people who are under attack by demons.
Yeah.
Archer? Arlen says. Archer nods.
Aw.
And this Arlen gets off of the horse and says, Archer, it's so good to see you. And he walks up.
Where the hell did you come from?
Exactly.
You're looking great, my dear boy. I see that that thing's has been doing you well. And he nods when he's pointing at the bow.
Gerard at this point will step up and say, Archer has very graciously lent me his bow for the time being, but it is not the first time that I have touched it.
Oh, my
Sorry,
brains went
sorry.
to all the wrong places.
I'm very happy I didn't have that wrong thought during the session. Because
Yes.
my mic isn't muted right now.
There was a small incident at the Denerim market.
Yes. You're Malcolm's son.
Aw.
Yes, I am. Gerard.
It's like we're all interconnected or something.
Grown to be a very handsome young man.
I have a single daughter. Go date her.
Seems
Shove.
to be doing well.
That's relative. Well, I guess.
You know, my wife might be dead. We're kind of fleeing the Avar. You know,
Fade bubble.
the Fade bubble.
Fair point.
Well, probably after 5 years, he's probably pretty
Congratulate
sure
you
that
on
Anya is
the
gone.
construction of this
Yeah.
bow.
Well, again, people were brought back from the dead.
It is
True.
very well made, very well
I
balanced.
we don't really know Anya's final fate at this point, but I would like to believe if she had been brought back, she would have tried to go find them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Archer's very.
this is where this thought comes from. If she's dead,
I'm
dead.
sure that
Mhm.
he is skillful.
But again, only Hark knows. So season 3, it might surprise me, and she's there.
Well, he did make the
That's
he did
an
make the
understatement,
comment
but
about
yes.
Well, Rovas,
how
looks like everything is order. Shall we
um,
continue on?
he did say that
Funny bug.
neither her or her cousin seems to have been brought back. Thank God.
Actually, I.
Well, again, that's Arlen. Arlen wouldn't know. So
Hmm.
you'll see.
What now?
Jonas, don't explain this one. It's kind of your quest.
We can't afford anything stupid right now. Not with the world going on its head.
That kind of should. Otherwise, I'd be trying to beat her up right now.
And here we begin round 2.
Beat me up.
What sort of stupid thing are we about to get ourselves into?
Right now, my mission is to fix that. And she's pointing at the fade bubble.
You're going to fix that. Well, that's quite ambitious. Very ambitious indeed.
But doable.
And you think that Rovas can help you fix that?
I don't know about that. But I do need to find my friends first.
Yeah, no engaging with the plot for me.
They are sort of necessary in stopping that.
Well, we're not going to stop you.
Sounds like a common theme, looking for other people, companions. What do you plan on doing to solve the bubble?
First, I have to get my hands back onto the bracers. Sort of magical objects. She's trying to explain it. We have to find the magical objects, get them back for us, and then we can face Mathrath, who has the thing that created that bubble. And essentially
That's a whole lot of MacGuffins right there.
Not
Yes,
exactly
yes
an
it
expert on
is.
this, but my friend would be.
You're a Pentavig. You should be an
much more
expert.
about all of this than I do.
And apparently, they want to go back to where the Avar army is.
Yeah,
I beg your pardon.
It
Back,
could.
back to the Avar army. We just came from there.
Yeah, you know.
Mountain gets bigger and bigger. But, it's doable. Maybe.
Oh.
Should
We'll have
I
to
just
try.
Should I just not ask questions? Avar army bracers.
Poor
Ev,
Gerard.
Evan, you are awesome.
Yes, he is.
Magical
Rovas,
doodad. Very important.
how many of the survivors were there? I mean, how big is
Out
the
of care.
group that joined?
I would say that Rovas was able to find maybe a total of 30 people.
Yep.
30 people.
I was
over
awesome.
over a
And I'm not
period
even
of
good at
5
tracking.
years. That's
Nothing.
And remember that pin. We're going to talk about this at the end of the episode.
30 over 5 years.
About 30 people, give or take.
And Rovas never saw the reborn Avar. She just was with the survivors.
Oh, and Rovas has seen the Reborn.
I've
She
seen the
has.
Reborn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I just don't like them that much.
She just
they
doesn't
feel
like it.
weird.
Yes.
And you never saw my brothers.
Dear sweet Kenna, if she had seen your brother, would she be here talking to you?
I don't think you have yet.
I
You
didn't
haven't.
think so
You
either.
haven't,
Were
you
her
haven't been
brothers
with them
reborn?
that long,
No.
But
Okay.
there's so many of them. It's definitely possible that they're there and you just missed them. It's definitely possible.
I haven't. Trust me, if I had, my plans might be different right now.
Yes, there'd be less pets.
You need to get your priorities straight.
Oh, Rovas has them very straight.
Your father's
Always straight. Love.
Exactly.
Excuse me?
Right, you don't know about that.
Know about what?
You know what? You know how I'm giving you a pass on the whole you're a coward thing? Give me a pass on this.
Cowards.
And here we go.
Cowards. Right.
Uh-oh.
Let me get a few things out here. I don't know how they talk to Thanes in your hold, but we get respect. It doesn't matter if you agree with what I've done or
You
not.
are no
I
Thane.
am a Thane. Do you see the staff?
Girl, that is a dead woman's stick. You are not a Thane. You have no people. You ran away from your allies in a time of combat. You are a breaker.
Interesting.
And you've offered. Do you even know the customs anymore?
The customs. I was a 16-year-old girl.
And Rovas is 1 year younger, so she was
People were
14.
getting murdered around me. I'm not justifying, but I didn't run away in fear. It wasn't like I was too scared to fight. I was ready to die at my mother's side, and on her behest, I left. Not that this is any of your business at all. You are just You are doing this same thing right now. You are running when you could be trying to...
Oh, poor word choice, dear sweet Kenna.
Are you not?
I'm not trying to die.
I did. Not
I
trying
have
to-
been with these people. They are not listening to me.
And so you
I
run.
have been before them. I have unleashed command. They don't care.
And this would have been a fun scene to have RP'd, but we didn't get to. So, eh.
That
On
is what I
Tuesday
intend
when
to
you
do.
ran.
And here's the problem of only getting one night to do this.
Yeah.
There are so many really cool scenes we missed
I
out
have what
on.
these people need. I have hope. I can give that to them. And you will not stop me.
She's not trying
No one will
to.
stop me.
No. As I recall, I said I was going along with you on this idiocy.
Exactly.
Did I not?
If you could stop referring it to as idiocy, I'd appreciate
Nope.
it.
I make no promises.
Okay. We'll probably just leave it. Okay, sorry. Jonas is doing stuff on computer. Okay. Now to pull out some of those pins we talked about. At the end, when she talked about, did you do the rituals? Did you do the offerings? What the Avar, so much of what they believe in, is everything they get from the gods. When Kenna couldn't find any people, Rovas interpreted that as the gods had abandoned Kenna. Kenna lost all of her honor when she ran away. And when Rovas found people, Rovas didn't run, she stood, she fought. She was the good little Avar. She found people, that was the gods rewarding her bravery. That is where that whole scene comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And also, one other thing I want to talk about before we cut the video here. That scene with Oathbreaker, that line was screamed at the top of my lungs. Hark auto-corrected the heck out of that. On some level, thank you. On another, it kind of feels like you robbed the emotional punch of it. Because here's the thing. I'm up on the second story of the house. My fiancé Jonas, who's very lovely and been doing commentary with me, was all the way down in the basement. He heard me deliver that line and came upstairs to check on me. And as soon as I delivered the line Oathbreaker, Hark called for a break, and everyone left. So I kind of went from this moment of, I just had a really cool, really awesome scene. I was really passionate. I was fiery. This is Rovas, as broken as she is right now. Having probably some of her first real emotions in a long time, even if they are anger at someone. And then coming down off that when everyone left, it's like, oh shit, was that one step too far? Are they mad? Darn it. Okay, well, no one's here. Go to bathroom, touch up your makeup, come back. On the way back, ran into Jonas. He told me about, I heard you down the basement. Are you okay? Like, I think I'm okay. How did they take that line? Everyone went away. So, like, I don't know. And unfortunately, when we came back, we were straight into the RP again, so I didn't get a chance to ask until the vlogs. Fortunately, it was taken. This is all in character. This is all RP. This is not Petra yelling at Samantha. As it should be taken.
I would like to comment here because it's one of those things that I think is important to bring up here. What the conflict between Kenna and Rovas is and how deep it goes. It is Rovas takes the Avar incredibly seriously. And what you need to realize that from lore-wise, what the Avar is to run away from a fight, to run away from a battle, more importantly. What Kenna experienced was, according to the storyline, her mother tells her to run away to save herself and to save the whole beast. Now, from a lore point of view, this whole thing is kind of nonsensical from the traditional Avar point of view. Because just stay on that. Her mother tells her is the Thane, tells her to run away, or take the whole beast and run away and save herself and save the whole beast, save each other basically. Now, if you're writing an emotional story, you can get stuff doing with that. But from Rova's point of view, if Rova's mother, Anya, who was not a Thane, but the greatest warrior in her hold,
Totes true.
told Rovas to run away and save herself, Rovas would have killed her mother
In a heartbeat.
rather than run away, and then died fighting. And Sam plays Kenna from a certain point of view, and a view of an Avar that is atypical, or an Avar hold that is atypical from what traditional Avar is. And it is fine. It is okay. I don't mind it. I don't like the way Sam portrays her kinds of Avar, because I am passionate about the Avar, because the Avar is very close to
Viking culture.
Viking culture and or Norse culture and Germanic culture. It's
Yeah.
a mixing between the two, and I
That's
am really,
why I liked them and why I wanted to play one.
and I myself is very passionate about the Nordic culture, because I think it's been incredibly misrepresentative in just about every media that you read.
Yeah, and as being Swedish yourself.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go into that, but I love talking about it. But Rovas has built her identity around all of this. It's in her head. You fight until you can't fight no more, and then you die. It is the honorable thing, and you go to your gods. You go
To the lady.
and you get reborn.
Yeah.
That is the way of things. That is the circle. Kenna has given up on the very concept. And there's another thing here that is really important. Thane is not inherited. It is not an inherited title. A Thane is chosen. You compete for the honor to be Thane.
Yeah.
There are rituals to be done. There are ways. And it's the same thing with the Hold Beast. If the Hold Beast no longer acts like the Hold Beast, which Isbjorn don't do technically in the way of traditional Avars, it is to be killed. Because it needs to be reunited with the lady.
Yeah, agreed.
These are the things.
Which is why I'm really grateful Isbjorn was not here. Because I promise you, I was willing to pull punches for Samantha, because I get it.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to have some semi-balance of peace to move the story forward.
Mm-hmm.
I could not justify pulling punches with Rovas against Isbjorn, because it's a disgraced Hold Beast. It's
Mm-hmm.
It is worse than a Baraskarn, which is like the most unholy thing she
Yeah.
can think of. And she's fought one of those, so this is not that far of a fight.
No, but it's important for this part where, from Rova's point of view, because Rovas is where she is right now in the story. Before this is like Petra points out, this is Rova's first real emotional chance to break forward here. This is her getting angry. She has a chance to vent at someone, because before this, there has really been no one to be angry at.
No.
Because-
And also, command in her head, keep it together, keep these people moving. Yeah, they want to remain in their mountains, but that land's blighted. You stay there, they're going to turn into ghouls. Get them out of here.
Yeah, and it's like for
And-
Kenna to say that Rovas is running away. She's not running away. She saw these returned Avar, and it's like, these are not the Avar.
They're not.
And both Rovas and others at the time, it's like, going into Ferelden is a bad idea.
Yeah.
It was a bad idea back when, and it's a really bad idea now. And especially when you are brought back dead people, nothing good will come of this.
Exactly.
And to Rovas, she has every right to go, it's like, we are the remaining Avar. We are the last of the true Avar still alive. You are dead. You went to the lady. You should have been come back, reborn, not as these things,
Yeah.
but as real Avar from us.
Agreed.
So she's not running away here. It's more just
These aren't my people.
No, they're not my people anymore. But more importantly, the difference between the way, probably for continuity's sake, the way that Winterfell, or Kenna's hold,
White Veil.
White Veil. Sorry.
Although, with as many times as it's been called Eagle's Landing. Let's call it Winterfell.
No,
No,
no.
sorry, that's better. Moving on. White Veil.
White Veil, her hold probably had a different culture. Maybe it was more.
Yes, Hansarks, it's very not traditional.
Yeah, it is. Maybe you could even go. It's like it's a more progressive type of Avar in the way that their culture works, while Rovas's hold was more conservative.
Yeah.
And because of the way Rovas was raised, with a foot in each world, so to speak, she had to be twice the Avar to be able to prove to others that I am an Avar, and I will beat you if you say otherwise.
Exactly.
I will out-Avar everyone. And because not just in her head, this is in her heart, she has beaten this into herself to the point where, like I said, and as Petra confirmed, if Rovas would have been given the same thing from her mother as Kenna was, Rovas would have turned around and slain her mother in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
She would have been broken up afterwards if she survived. Probably it would have broken her when she realized what she'd done. But in the moment, especially in a battle, to see her mother break down in fear and give in to despair in that sense, the only right thing to show I am not like that is to... And again, if someone would have sent the Hold Beast running, Rovas would have killed it.
Bow out. Sorry, Lysan Dayflig. You're going down.
And
I'm a crony archer, though, so don't feel bad. You might win.
This is the way Rovas works. And to meet up with Kenna and have Kenna doing this way, and again, I think Sam works Kenna brilliantly in this sense, and especially considering how sick she is, even if I think it actually works with the character because she's disoriented, and right when she comes out of the fade, with how sick she is and how she acts, she works that brilliantly.
Yeah.
And again, I think it's an interesting emotional scene, but it's really important just to grasp the difference between these two characters.
Yeah.
And
what's sad is they do share a lot of similarities, and if Kenna had been more in the leader frame of mind, could have just at any point and went, look, we both want the same things. We don't want to go to war. We want to stop that fade bubble. You say you believe in the gods and the Pentaviv. You've acknowledged I'm Pentaviv. Help me. And that's all she would have had to have done. But instead it turns into, first off, and like, oh, dear girl, you are starting a fight. And Rovas is still Rovas at the end of the day, and she's been rivaled with you since she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anything else? Otherwise, we'll close up this video and we'll see you in the next part.
No, I got nothing else.
Bye.